Yeah, I was gonna do the intro, but frames are dropping like crazy. I'm not even sure if I can be heard. It was so good. The internet was good. Wait, I'm back. I think I'm back. No, it's dropping again. You can hear me? That's a start. That is a start. It's dropping really bad though. It's at 3,700. I don't think I want to read if it's not gonna. Yeah, I have a scene that's called Black Screen. I was gonna do this. I was gonna have the intro play, but it might lag. It's not looking so good. It's not looking so good. I don't know if I'm gonna share this out. I might do it at a later date, maybe, because I don't want to read it and then the stream completely crashes. Maybe. There are some hiccups. I'm not too sure what I can do about that. I can lower the bit rate. I'm only reading One Piece. I'm only reading One Piece today. I could put it at like. I could put it at. It's at 3,500. Drop it down by 500. The music is really loud. I usually don't. I'm not supposed to be talking during the starting screen. I usually go mute for that for the beginning. I lowered the bit rate. It should be better now. The frames aren't dropping anymore. kbps is at 3189. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna let this load. This probably will just be. I don't know if this doesn't do too well. I might record the rest of this and then just upload that half. But at least I'll try to read this quickly and get the VOD out as soon as possible. But this is 11:54, dude. Halfway through to get into like what 1200. This is insane from a manga. But heard that there's a color page. I heard that there's a Weekly Shonen Jump cover. When this loads, it's gonna spoil me, so I gotta look away. Hold on. Wait, I'm not looking. I know there's a color page, and I know there might be a Weekly Shonen Jump. I don't know. I gotta find out, but I gotta let this load. Oh, there isn't. Is there nothing? I heard that. Okay, maybe I must have read that wrong from one of the Twitter posts, but it said there was supposed to be a color page. Maybe that's for 11:55. I think there's not going to be a break. Also, if I read the post right correctly, there's not going to be a break, so that might be the color page. I was I was so hyped for a color page today, but I can wait a week. Chapter's called "I Can't Even Die," so we know that's coming from Loki. Dude, he has the same problems like Kaido. I can't even die. Moriyamato, volume 38. That's so. Is this the longest cover story? Might be. Are we gonna leave soon and play something? Bye. Yeah, take care. Take care. I wasn't too sure if this is not my usual thing. I just started streaming One Piece chapters and just like manga in general. Some people might not even be caught up, or that interested in One Piece, so I understand that completely. But for all those who are caught up or interested, at least, I mean, I wouldn't say watch this because you might get spoiled. I'd really say just just read on your own time. Don't read with me while I'm at 1,000 chapters in. Like no, at the grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Rango. What? At the grave at the grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. Who is this referring to? Who? In the West Blue? I really want to know who this is. I'm sure somebody has the answers because they're more knowledgeable and remember stuff way back in One Piece than I am. That's wild. This is some lore piece. This is some lore piece. I'm liking it. The note. No note. Okay, let's get right into the chapter. I can't even die. 63 years ago. Your rule. Where do we leave off at? Oh man. See, this is the same trend. The same terrible trend and habit. I just keep forgetting what happened at the very end of the chapter. Like I remember the hype moments and stuff. And if there's a hype moment at the end of the chapter, I'll remember it, but I don't think was there? Oh man. What happened? I know baby Loki climbed the wall or climbed up the world tree. I don't remember anything after that. Why? That's sad. That's too sad. You know what? I'm gonna just read. The oldest man in the present day lost his partner. Oh, from the Big Mom incident. That's right. Cascade Beard, your rule. Cascade Beard, your rule was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Her name was Charlotte Lilland, a mere human, yet she left the large part of the giant village in ruins. Dang, bro. See, the impact of that, I've never felt the impact of that when reading and watching the whole Cake Island arc. I don't know why. Like, I knew it was important, it was going to come back later when we got to Elbaf. And now I'm here and I'm like, yeah, that was a crazy part of Elbaf's history and the history of One Piece. Of the One Piece world, that was a crazy ass event. But it just didn't hit me like that when it first got revealed. I think it got overshadowed with the reveal of her method of obtaining her devil fruit. That was more shocking to me than her destroying most of an Elbaf village. I think that part like just got to me. I'm like, dang, you can. Because first of all, I didn't even know you can obtain a devil fruit that way. Cannibalism? Like what? That's some Attack on Titan stuff right there. So I had no idea. I'm like, okay, getting your powers by eating somebody? Cool. She would later go on to become an emperor, earning the epithet Big Mom. Dude, you know they're alive too, bro. Wait, I can't even die. Is that a double meaning? Or like a triple meaning? I can't even die? Because I thought about that line might come from Loki in the chapter. But this could refer to Big Mom and Kaido. Kaido can't die. He literally is the man who can't die. He tries to do it himself and he fails. I don't think nothing's going to get revealed on that level. Like I doubt we're going to see Big Mom and Kaido make a return. Not in this chapter at least, but maybe something, you know. That dude is frozen. These dudes are frozen, all of them. Where are they? That same year, Elba faced a string of tragedies. Oh my gosh, she was just the catalyst? She was just the beginning of a bunch of calamities. It was calamity after calamity. Sudden fires, windstorms, and bitter cold waves devastated the crops. With abnormal... Oh, and they're going to pin it all on Loki. The abnormal weather also brought fishing to a halt. This once magnificent land had fallen into famine, and they're gonna blame it on Loki. And the queen is still alive. Now, do you see? This is all that child's doing, and out of everybody, she's the one who starts to blame on her own child. This land was cursed because you failed to kill it immediately. I mean, they tried, and then that dude had a will. You know from the moment he came out the womb, he had conqueror's haki. That dude's own will refused to let him die. And he started climbing up the tree as a newborn. You know he had conqueror's haki. Like, you know he was gonna have it. No, surely it's just a coincidence. Look at him. He's crashing through the window. He just wants some affection. She sees that as like an evil, vile looking grin. He just wants a mother. That's all he wants. He's staring at me. Prince Loki, take it away. Don't ever let that monster near me again. Look at him, see? He straight up just wants affection from his mom, bro. And he's being denied that by her herself. Prince Loki, you have to keep away from your mother's room. Like, he can understand what you guys are saying, bro. This is all instinct. Gouge out those monstrous... What? Okay, we see why he has the bandages. I thought he had the bandages so he can hide his eyes. His mom blinded him. Gouge out those monstrous eyes. If left unchecked, his curse will grow till it brings about this nation's collapse. They just plucked out a newborn's eyes like that? That's crazy. Wow, I'm hungry. Sorry, sweetie. That was the last bit of bread we had. Oh, this is starting to look like Wano right now. Oh, no. You're going reaving? Reaving? I don't know what reaving means. Sorry. We could easily steal what we need from the humans. Oh, like, pirating, raiding, stuff like that. Okay. Ain't that how it's always been in Elbaf's history? Don't be ridiculous. A senseless raid on them would only bring shame to Elbaf. That's the law of the land now. Oh yeah, the change, the switch up happened with Harold. Those bastards from Hunter's Village are attacking. They were having conflicts between each other on the other side of the country. What are they? It seems they've hit other villages too. Quick, arm yourselves. Don't let them loot the village. Eternal giant struggles were unheard of. Okay, so it's nothing new. During desperate times, but these incidents only resulted in making the period more severe and bloody. The country was engulfed in chaos and misery. I heard a rumor about that princeling born in the castle. Who's speaking right now? This dude's eyes in the background. That's probably another soldier though, right? He's cursed. Oh, so they're hearing rumors about Loki being a cursed child, and they're thinking like all this is happening because of him. So they're like, maybe if we just get rid of him, this can all end. See how much a simple superstition can escalate in the worst way possible for a massive group of people. You see this at the bitterness, and the bitterness festered as spirits broke. Hey, wait, got Hyrule, young Hyrule. Your brother doomed his country with his curse, huh? As his brother, you'll take responsibility as a sacrifice? What? That was not what I was expecting. I thought they were gonna go after Loki. They're going after Hyrule, who literally had nothing to do with what's going on, or Loki for that matter. But you know, they believe in that cursed stuff. What? Why pin it on her? That makes no sense. But these guys probably are going. They're stressing out way too much. There's too much turmoil in the country. They're just losing their minds. Like to them, this seems like the only way, I guess. But that's weird. That's super weird. Why are you going after, bro? You'll take responsibility as a sacrifice is insane. What are you talking about? Spread page down below. What are you talking about? Don't you know my son's a cute? Wait, what? My son's a cutie who is gonna be the world's longest living man. Be the world's longest living man, but because of like the ancient. Well, he doesn't have a trace of ancient blood in him, I think. Kanaida, you're nothing but an outsider who seduced Harold. So what was the current queen like? If you're describing her like that, then I guess the current queen was a complete saint. Go to hell. I love this country. Don't you lay a finger on my get him, Hiredin. Get him. Oh. Oh, Harold took over. I'm gonna flatten you. King Harold. Let's go. Oh, this spread page. Hold on. Flashback spread pages, bro. Brothers, you must not fight amongst each other. The king? He had to put a stop to that, bro. The world reached me about Loki's birth. Oh, he was gone. Yeah, I must have forgot about that from the last chapter. He wasn't around. Yeah, because he wouldn't have let that happen. Yeah, of course. Of course. He wouldn't have let that happen. He wouldn't have let Loki be tossed off the world tree. Like, all that would have never happened. I was wondering, like, where is he? I gotta reread the previous chapters. The world's word reached me about Loki's birth and the recent famine. I was building a rapport with various nations. When the news came, our allies acted without hesitation. Wait, what? Okay, so it's whatever's happening here is something that's cooking. Hold on. I don't want to see that yet. I was building rapport with various nations when the news came. Our allies acted without hesitation. They loaded. Okay, so in support of the entire country. For the entire country. They loaded tons of food and supplies to be shipped here. Humans may be small in stature, but not will. Not will. Our allied nations came together to ensure that we got enough to truly fill and satiate our giant bellies. We will gracefully accept their aid. Harold? How are we supposed to dock on the island? It's as big as you'd expect. That's tough. I like that. That ship is loaded, dude. Sheesh. Dig in and fill your hearts with gratitude. Wow, man. Harold, come on now. Woof. Harold in the good eats. Heralding in the good eats, brother. If these good folk are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all of our might. Remember, this tiny world of ours is to share. Remember, this tiny world of ours. Wait, this tiny world is ours to share, okay. Then she dies. You know what? Honestly, get her out of here, bro. Get her out of here. I'm so serious. Queen Esther continued to publicly declare that the plagues suffered by Elbaf were brought by the accursed prince right up until the eve of Harold's return. She denounced. Wait, so she stopped? She stopped when Harold returned? Like, she want to act different now? Or am I reading that wrong? I'm probably reading that wrong. She denounced her son with bitter hatred until her final English breath. Oh no, she was a hater to her last breath. That's so crazy, bro. Get her out of here. Get her up out of here, bro. Come on now. That's a dub. Oh, his eyes were plucked out, man. What was wrong with her? Naturally, the people believed her passing was part of the curse. Loki, my son. See, we needed Elbaf giants like Vegapunk, like Chopper, like any other educated character on that island. Where was my guy? Forgot his name. Uh, was it is it Nolan? Nolan, right? Where was my guy Nolan at, bro? We needed a character like Nolan to pull up on the island and be like, bro, this is not because of the curse. This is because of this certain disease that's festering around. And y'all got like I can solve it. I can fix it. Y'all don't gotta torture this newborn, bro, and blame the curses on him. The quote unquote curses. He was born with a condition that. Oh, look, we got a doctor. Wait, or somebody's explaining it. He was born with a condition that affects his eyes. Well, he could see, but I understand. What a pity. Well, before his eyes were taken out, what was the condition like? How was his vision? What was going on with that? Yo, where's Marco at, bro? We need Marco. Restore his eyesight. If he can do that, I'm not sure. Only a few months old. Wait, I'm skipping. He can't even smile for me. I guess it makes sense. He did lose his mother. At only a few months old, Loki had given up. At only a few months old, Loki had given up on love. He sure had a lot of scrapes. No, those are... Harold's diplomacy soon started to bear fruit, and Eldaf's winter finally came to a close. Branch Route 1? That's right. It'll help build inter-village trade communications. Oh, so that's how that happened. Didn't we see that in the previous chapters? Oh my god! I'm putting that water somewhere else. I'm glad that was not opened. Restoring the fractured nation and venturing across the seas continued to be prioritized with other things that became an afterthought. Freak. Oh my goodness. Estrid's older brother was appointed as Loki's personal steward? She had a brother. Oh, no, now you got the uncle. Now you got the uncle hating on you. You thought it was over. You thought it was over, and then you got the uncle just appears out of nowhere with a hate. This is the realm. Wait. This is the realm of the dead, isn't it? Isn't it dangerous here? The coastline keeps this area separated so the beast won't come near. That's how they had to live, man. She's not allowed in any of like the upper parts of the tree or anything. Like, I know she can't be around the king or be with the king, but they can't live comfortable. I mean, it looks like they're living comfortable, but like, you know, up higher where everybody else is. These are endearing scenes though. I like this page. You're so cute when you're worried. Don't you have training with Elbow from West Village? You should head back. This is Edith's Tavern. Wait, this is Edith's Tavern, you hear? Fishermen, castaways, even pirates. I'm ready for any and all customers. With any luck. Oh no, this seems bad. Oh no, this seems so bad, bro. The way that this dialogue is, that I read it, like, they're at the shoreline, anybody can pull up. Fishermen, castaways, even pirates. Not everybody's like the Straw Hats, bro. Not everybody's like the Straw Hats. I'm not ready to see what's gonna happen. Whoever pulls up. With any luck, I'll be of help to Harold. 56 years ago, at your Rolls house. Okay. See, this dude's living comfortably. You were at the scene. Ooh. There was a Reverie incident 56 years ago? Lore piece, hold on. You were at the scene of the Reverie incident, Harold? You were at the scene of the Reverie incident, Harold? Yeah, my friend was one of the invited kings. He smuggled me as one of his guards. I'm like, what? Him as a king, he can't even get up to the Reverie, so he has to be smuggled in and pretend to be a guard. I couldn't ask questions. I couldn't ask the questions I wanted to without blowing my cover. If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. What? What on earth? Everybody's dying in these reveries, bro. Well, I can't believe there's another reverie incident. What happened here? I'm still trying to wrap my head around what happened with the reverie incident that spanned from Wano to Egghead. And now we got another one? We had another one in the past? Let me reread this. Hold on. Because I know if I'm going to say, let me get back to this, but I'm not. He was smuggled there as one of the guards. Couldn't ask any questions, obviously. Coco. Wait. Cat wants to get out. One sec. Go. So he couldn't ask any questions. He probably had a lot of stuff he wanted to lay down on the table about his nation and relations with maybe like allied kingdoms with the world government. If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. Who got cooked? If you were caught, all this would have all this would be the least of your worries. Haven't you heard the tale of the Galira? The Gali Law of the Gali Law Warhammer Company? Kanji is Great Hammer Battalion. That's what. Yo, that goes hard. I never knew what Gali Law meant. I never knew what Gali Law Company meant. The Gali. Is that the full name? Is this the full name reveal? Or like it's the name that they had 56 years ago? The Warhammer Company. Warhammer Company. Were they making? Huh. Like I know they're a shipping company, but I guess like back then they were really focused on like weapons and warships or something back then. The Yo, that's a dope ass name. Great Hammer Battalion. Gali Law Warhammer Company. Furigana. Am I not pronouncing it? Might be a spin on Gali Law. Oh, it's different. Oh, it's not Gali Law. I don't know. It either is like that was their name back then, or it's a separate company from Gali Law, and that's why it's called Galera. Galera. They're that gruff troop of giants. Yeah, they're different. they're different from Gali Law. They're that gruff troop of giant shipwrights that arm themselves with warhammers, right? That's so sick. Oh man. What if Gali Law took inspiration from Galera Warhammer, and that's how they came about? They must have heard of these giant shipwrights, and they decided they want to do that back at Water 7. I thought they were just a myth. No, they existed. I think Galileo must have took inspiration. They must have heard of the myth, the quote unquote myth that turned out to be real. And they were like, yo, let's make Galileo, bro. Let's be like these giant shipwrights. Wait, was Galileo around uh during was Galileo around when Tom was around in Water 7 and like Frankie's flashback? Or was that after he got sent to what's it called? Annie's lobby. I forgot. Tom is definitely dead, right? Unless he's alive and he's in Impel Down or something. He's probably dead. Yeah, he's probably dead. Rip Tom, bro. I received the final letter myself. It said they'd been all captured. Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including ancient giants. Them boys are still around? I thought Ors was the last one. You think the world government was responsible? There is no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. Your rule, what do you mean by that? Your rule, what do you mean by that, bro? Hold on. Hold on, what do you mean by that, brother? There's no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. It's metaphorical. To be blunt, there's probably a deeper reason why our deals haven't worked out, and it's nothing to do with you. Lingering animosity, huh? These are just rumors, but I also heard a story about a frozen army of giants somewhere. Frost giants? The Jotun are going to appear? It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the larger world. Clearly, but I've already resolved to face any hurdle. Prince Loki, I know you cursed and killed my little sister. Prince Loki? Now whose voice is that? Oh, that's his. That's the uncle's. Why is he speaking with hearts? That's messed up. Like the dialogue doesn't match the stylization of the text box. I'm worried for that spread page down below. No, but this conversation was really interesting. I also heard of a story about a frozen army of giants somewhere. Like, are they frost giants or was the army frozen? Like, did they were frozen by something? I want to say the previous owner of the ice fruit, maybe? Or the freeze, I forgot the name of it. Of Kuzan's fruit. Previous user. Spread page. Oh, we're flashing forward a little bit. We're seeing Loki growing up. Now let's see what kind of garbage we'll be serving today. Yo! Wow, the Horse of Fortune died. Oh, the multi-legged one? The steward's body... The steward's body was in the realm of the dead. You can see Loki... Wait, hold on. Is Loki grinning? Like, is he kind of cracking a smile to that news? Because that's this dude. He fell into the realm of dead, right? He's trying to get back at him. 48 years before the present day. The villagers drew closer in terms of trade and identity, and the nation stood together. My dream is to join hands with many other I read that right. With many other countries and around the planet. Dude. I see something to the left. I'm not trying to look. For the giant race to be welcomed all over this grand world. Giving them props, cheering for them. He's changed so much. He's gonna be a king who will go down in history. Oh man, that makes what happened even sadder. Well, you look thrilled, Howard. Loki's behind them. Is it because you're illegitimate? Prince Loki is the true heir, right? You're just an illegitimate throwaway. See, oh, I can see it now. Loki has had so much. He's had nothing, and the only thing that he can grasp onto is that at least he is the legitimate child to King Harold, and he's looking at his half brother who is illegitimate, and he's fine. Harridan lived a relatively good life, but because of that status, even though he's lived a comfortable life compared to Loki, Loki is like, this is what I have over you. I didn't have anything, but this right here is what I can place over you at least. I didn't get to have the same childhood as you, but I have this. And I see it in this panel. Dude, that smile, dude. This is a disaster. King Harold. Wait. King Harold's already left on his voyage. They're coming. Close the doors and get the children inside. Beat them all up, guys. Yo, what is Loki doing? Oh, he must have gathered the realm of the dead creatures, beast. This is Elbap, the world's strongest country. We don't need weaklings here. Okay. He's going against his dad's ideology. He's trying to change it back. Loki driven by scorn, unleashed chaos onto Elbaf. Dude, he had a bro, look at his weapon. He about to thunder Bagua. Look, he's about to do the thunder Bagua. Yo, that's so funny. He has that weapon. He laughed at the feeble as they ran. Hey Loki, Dad went through hell to rebuild this village. Huh? Think you can? You think you get to call my father Dad? Just because he's illegitimate doesn't mean he can't say that, right? What? I don't get why everyone respects him. They're dumb trying to play nice with those human insects. That's crap. We should all try to see from each other's perspectives. Don't get cocky just because you're big. Being cocky is my right. I'm the prince. He just thunderbogged him, bro. Don't you dare talk back to me, runt. Oh, man. Oh, these characters, okay. Harridan, stay back. Gerd, I always forget their names. He'll think you're his friend. Loki will hit you next. We are his friends, you dummy. Oh my god, this is... He's a part of his crew? Oh, man. Harridan, are you okay? He needs first aid. You're so pathetic, I could just puke, Harridan. We're just a group of weaklings huddling together. It's because of your mom's filthy blood. Okay. Young master, that's going too far. He's still the son of the king. He's also a prince. Don't call him a prince. Loki spread paint. Oh, man. How's it going, Gak? Welcome in. Should be... I thought this spread page was gonna be the end. There's still a little bit more. Loki spread pain and destruction, but nothing he did filled the hole in his own heart. See, yeah, he's holding on to something. This is all just like a little mask that he has on. Dude, he's fighting the wolf? Fenrir? He's holding in tears, dude. Look at him. Oh man, another spread page. That might be the end. Wow. Oh, his eyes. His eyes are okay. I thought they got plucked out or something. They're fine. So he just covers them up. He tried to die, bro. Oh my god. He did the exact same thing as like Kaido. But this is through pain. Well, Kaido's was kind of through pain too. What wasn't it? I don't know why. Kaido just couldn't die. He just got bored. Kaido just got bored of life, and he wanted some excitement. That's why he flung himself off a Sky Island. But Loki is going through it. Like them two are different. These two are very different in that regard. Loki did this because there's too much pain that he's trying to repress. This is rough. Oh my rocks pulls up. I saw Whitebeard. I saw Whitebeard. Oh my god. Oh shoot. Rocks pulled up to Hellbath. Hold on. Yeah, a mountain just got cleaved in half. Whoa. Whoa. What's the deal with this island? Where's the welcome committee? This is what I was talking about when I was like, Hyrodin's mom was like, I'll even take in pirates. I'm like, no, you don't want to take in pirates because one of the first crews that are pulling up to your island right now is Rocks. Is Rocks' crew. You don't want to give them any sort of service. And I would run away. Where's the welcome committee? Oh, look what we found. Looks like a giant whelp. This is definitely Elbath. Yo, don't tell me we get a Rocks reveal. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not looking. I'm not looking to the left. But if I see this dude's face. If I see this dude's face. How many years was this ago? 40. They said 40. What? 48? How long ago? How many years ago was God Valley? Bro, if I see Rox's face to the left, I'm gonna probably jump. We found one. This is definitely Elbath. Okay, you got Shiki? That's his laugh? Gee ha ha ha. This brat's got one hell of a devil face. Yo, look at look at Loki. You got Whitebeard? I know, but he's a giant. But isn't he a bit too big? Hey kid, why are you crying? Alright, go back up. Okay. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. If I see Rocks, I swear. If I see Rocks. If I see Rocks, I'm gonna flip. Okay, Whitebeard. Shiki. Oh, is that Stussy? Yo, look how she's dressed. Okay. Dang. Got the coat. Got the coat over the shoulders though. Alright, I see. Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the reverie. Oh, the reverie was still happening, or there was another one. Is that him? Alright, kid, you better say yes to both of these questions. I ain't the type that takes no for an answer. Yo, look at him! Yo. Wait, he single-handedly killed a Navy HQ admiral? Yo! He single-handedly killed a Navy HQ admiral and vanished without a trace. Which admiral did he kill? This feat earned him a massive bounty in the government's ire. Bro, I didn't expect him to have, like, look at his hair. It's like white and black strands. It's like white hair with black strands on it. First off, this is Elbaf, land of giants, yeah? Yo, he looks like Teach! Second, we'll find Harold here, yeah? He looks like Teach! Oh my god! Future captain of the Rocks Pirates. He's his dad! He's his dad! Control yourself. Control yourself. Control yourself. Yo, same nose, same lips, same like 3 eyelashes, same crazy look in his eyes, bro. All of his teeth are there. All of his teeth. He might have the same condition as Teach, where his teeth will be missing in one scene and then he'll just have a full beautiful set in the next, unless that's specific to Teach and is because of like he has different souls in him, or he has a devil fruit that causes that. I don't know, but look at this dude. Rocks reveal. So that's, oh my god. I can't believe it. Future captain of the Rocks Pirates, father of Emperor Blackbeard. So he was the father of Rocks. What a coincidence during Odin's flashback when Odin went to be on Whitebeard's ship, that they met Rox's kid on some island and they just took him in. What a coincidence. What a coincidence, bro. And Blackbeard definitely knew his father then, because he named his damn like main ship something Zebek, right? It's Zebek. I forgot what. But he named his ship after his father. He knows his dad. It's not like he doesn't know him, like most of these One Piece characters. Wow. Oh, that right there, he has like a marking. Could be a tattoo, could be something else, we don't know. Yo, he looks just like him, bro. It's so strange how he looks like Blackbeard. Like, I get it, he's his dad, but in the context of One Piece, most of the characters don't look like their parents. Or at least like one of their parents. They usually don't look like one of their parents. Sanji looks like his mom, does look very much look like his dad. The other kids too. Luffy does not look like Dragon. I never thought that Roger looked like Ace that much until I saw the Odin flashback. I'm like, yeah, that looks like Ace. But back then, not really. And then, dude, yo, but he looks just like him though. That's so crazy. Oh my god, I can't stop looking at this. That pose, he's ore farming. Yo, that pose is already raw. His dialogue is raw. Oh my god. What was his bounty? They don't even got a bounty reveal. But what interests me is that this is him at the start of his pirating career. This is the start of his pirate journey. Because it's like future captain of the Rocks Pirates. He hasn't even set anything in stone yet. Nothing has been made into place. He's shifting the stones around, not even setting them into the foundation yet. Wow, so he was just gathering these guys. Like it was just the four of them. Wow, Shiki, they were founding members. Shiki was a founding member. I knew that Whitebeard would be a founding member, but Shiki and Stussy? That's wild. Crazy, dude, crazy. And there was theories too. I want to state this before I end things off here, because we're at the end. I want to no break next week. No, that's not what I was gonna say, but no break next week. What I wanted to say, there were theories of if he was the father of Blackbeard, and the way I thought about it, if Luffy was a parallel to Roger, and he's not even related to him at all, I thought the same thing would have been with Blackbeard. Like, Luffy and Roger aren't related, so there's nothing that he inherits from him biologically or by blood, except for inheriting Roger's will. And I thought that was going to be the same thing with Blackbeard and Rocks, that Blackbeard would inherit Rox's will, while not being related to him at all. But he's his son. This changes so much. This changes everything. He's his son. Of course, he's gonna inherit his will. He he's gonna inherit everything. Things by blood, and by things by blood, by nature, and his will. And that's crazy to me. We got the Monkey D family, and now we got the Rox D family. This is Rox D. Wait, but his name is Marshall D. Teach, so that's his mom. That's on his mom's side then. His mom's name is Marshall. Is she also a D? His mom is a part of the D clan then. Marshall D something, whatever her first name is. So he took his mom's name and never took his dad's name. So it would have been Rox D Teach. His name, if huh. I guess he took his mom's name out of respect, because it seems like he respects his dad, or something, because he names his ship after his ship's name is his dad's first name, but he still calls himself Marshall D. Teach. I don't know. Rox D. Teach sounds hard too, but bro, the Rox D family. Oh man. Yeah, don't let Loki. Do not let Loki. I wonder how Loki would react if he, because the final battle's going to happen. If that Harley mural is correct, and Loki allies with the quote unquote heroes, like, the Straw Hats mostly. If he allies with that side of with that group of individuals on the final war, and the other side, it might be the world government. But if it's that Straw Hats versus Blackbeard pirates showdown happening, and we see Loki on the Straw Hat side of things, I wonder how he's gonna react to going up against. There has to be a few interactions with him and Teach. There has to be. There has to be. I expect to see that. His father literally did you wrong, and now you see his son going with like a very similar, just say apathy. Something there's something going on between both of them. But man, And it was okay. Last thing, because I can't think of any else besides this. But I really expected to see the reveal during Egghead during that Kuma flashback, and then we got God Valley. That was still great though. That flashback was still great. We're gonna get more of that then. We finally have the reveal of Rocks, so I'm sure coming up soon is going to be what happened during the actual battle in God Valley. We can see that finally, because we already saw what his crew looked like. We just need to see him a few years later during that event. We already saw the full Roger pirates and their designs during God Valley. We just now need to see the battle actually playing out. I hope that flashback spans and it's as well played out as Marineford was. I hope it's on par with that and amplified tenfold, because I think that might be the best flashback. That might be the best flashback, to be honest. If it plays out like that, that'll be goated. Oh man, I can't wait to see that. This man killed a Marine. He killed a Navy HQ admiral. Who did he kill? Who did he kill, bro? Cause this was somebody who was on par. I don't. No, Garp is strong as hell. I don't want to say on par, but he up there with Garp probably, and probably had a broken devil fruit, because all admirals will have some broken logia or something. Maybe this admiral had like a strong paramecia or his own or something mythical. Like, I want to see that fight, kind of. That is incredible. And they are withholding the amount of berries put on his bounty. It must have been a lot. Roger had the highest one, right? Like, that's confirmed. Like, nobody has Roger's bounty yet. Like, nobody surpassed it. But Rocks was probably pretty close. Rocks was definitely like up there. She was probably up there by like a few hundred bounty. It's like 100 bounties less than Rogers, bro. Dang. All right. Well, I'm glad there's a. I don't think I could. I couldn't handle this if there was a break next week, so I'm glad that I can expect a chapter coming up next Thursday. That's amazing. I'm gonna be thinking about this literally all week. I don't think I can think of anything else. But all right. The frames are dropping. It says 2200, but the stream bar is at green. So I hope this entire thing was not like clipping or stuttering. I'm gonna check back on it. If it was, then oh well. I'll take that L. But if not, good stream. Alright. I'm out of here. Peace.